Hello everyone, I hope you're all well and you've had a successful week trading so far. Just a real quick video going over the dollar Swiss franc trade. I know I said I'd do a video on it yesterday, just explaining to you guys a little bit more about the things I was looking at when I was looking at this trade. And I know we mentioned a few things about risk percentage and how we can tailor that a little bit. Just a little bit easier for me to hop on and show you what I was looking at and explain it to you guys. But first off, as always, top-down analysis on the weekly time frame here. Not a whole lot of interesting stuff happening here, to be honest. Pretty boring price action. The only thing that I've got marked up is this trend line. You can see it's quite nice. We've had the 3 touches to call it a confirmed trend line, and then we've had this strong bearish weekly candle that's closed below it. So yeah, that's about it for me on the weekly, to be honest. If I drop down onto the daily, you can see okay, so straight away we can see this real nice impulsive price action to the downside. Nice fall from this level up here. Some really strong bearish candles on the daily time frame. These are very big candles as well, which are indicating a strong bit of bearish momentum. And you can see up here, these daily candles here, they look to me as if we're really running out of steam, losing a bit of momentum. Potentially a sell-off is coming soon. Just quickly see if we've got the confluence here. Okay, not the nicest. Again, like I say, I really don't like trend lines, but worth sticking them on sometimes, especially on the higher time frames, just as another factor of confluence. I'll touch a bit more on that in a minute when we talk about risk, but just drop down onto the 4 hour. You can see we're at the 4 hour, we're at the 618 retracement of this high to low here. We've got quite a nice zone. I've had this zone drawn in for a while, with definitely some structure, a demand becomes supply zone potentially, with liquidity here. So it's quite a nice confluence as well with the 618. I was hoping for a retest of that trend line, but I don't think, well, we haven't had one. It's not been nice and clean and rejected. But what we have seen, which is definitely of interest to me, is this price action here. You can see this is a real nice impulsive move, and the way prices sort of crept back up is it looks very corrective to me. We've seen this bit of price action here where it's sort of just sat around. If I drop onto the hourly, we've had a few tests of this level, and then an unconvincing break here, and it just really looks like we're running out of steam. We had divergence on the RSI here, so we've got higher high here from this one, and we've not had that on the RSI. We've got a lower high, so divergence on the RSI, which is a factor of confluence for me when looking to take a trade. And I know we were talking in the group about risk percentage, so usually I would go to 1% risk per trade. What we can do is we can tailor our risk to our how many confluences we have on a setup. So for example, the more confluences, the more I'm happy to risk on a trade. So if we'd perhaps had this descending trend line, a nice bounce from there, a nice bearish engulfing candle. I know we were talking about a 30-minute bearish lower low, lower close candle. We didn't actually get that nicely from our zone. So in this instance, what I did was I took only a small position, 0.5% risk. Yeah, I mean, like I say, what we're looking for is factors of confluence, and if we haven't quite got enough factors of confluence, but I'm still a big fan of the trade and I'm liking the price action, what I have the ability to do is then go in at a lower risk percentage. Then perhaps if the trade starts moving nicely, I'm a bit more convinced. I can look at getting a scale in when it's started to move down, perhaps a break and retest of this trend line if it moves nicely. But yeah, that was it really. Real quick video just to show you guys a little bit about the trade, the analysis behind it, why I took it, and why I only took half a position rather than the full 1% risk. Like I say, it's just a case of factors of confluence. We didn't have that bearish lower low, lower close candle on the 30-minute that we were looking for from this zone. We did have quite a nice double top here, but again, I would like maybe a trendline confluence just to add another layer of certainty to that trade. Also the fact that we're inside this ascending trend line. not the not as many factors of confluence as I would like to go 1% in. So I'm at 0.5% here. FOMC later as well, so expecting some volatility for US dollar pairs. And for that reason, I'm hoping that we can have a nice bearish phase before that, so I can break even the trade. If not, I'll likely be closing it out purely because I'm not a huge fan of holding through news releases, especially on a trade like this where we've perhaps not had as many factors of confluence as I would have liked. I would rather be at break even or not in a position at all, to be honest. But yeah, hopefully that's clear. Any questions, do let me know, guys, and yeah, just send me a message in the group, and I'm happy to talk through and clarify on any details.